Okay. Yeah, the recording. uh, Hello everyone, and welcome to the second season of Enecuum News, and where we bring you the latest updates and news from Enecuum's project. Of course, we would like to start in more positive circumstances, but we have what we have. And regarding the format, because we have a lot, we couldn't integrate changes from the first episode. But soon in our episodes will be a special guest who will tell you something interesting from his area, for example, development or research. Also, I want to remind that the recording of the episode will be available a few hours after our news will end. And today, with you, Roman and Serge, and let's begin. First news is about Booster Pool, where the team of researchers is exploring the professional protocol for potential derivative integration. Serge, please tell us more about it.
Yeah, hello everyone. And speaking about Booster Pool, we work on extending its functionality towards DeFi derivatives, futures, options, and we research and test perpetual protocol that is based on Uniswap v3. This is an ongoing process started last year, and we continue this. So let's move on.
Yeah, let's move to the second news, and the news is about Breach, because we have Breach update, which has been successful released in beta test network and currently undergoing initial and general testing. The team is working on improving the validators stability, the smart contracts, and user interfaces. Also, we already received great bug reports from our community, and most of which were of a UI nature. So thank you very much. And can you please tell us more about Breach release and maybe our future steps in Breach development?
In terms of user interface, we are working on extending Ethereum capabilities. For example, receiving all tokens available at Ethereum wallet. This requires additional data providers. So we made some research on this and found one. We will use Alchemy. Let's see how it will go. Also, we work on more robust network switch in the user interface. Speaking about smart contracts and backend, we are integrating so-called Vault contract. This will allow future updates of the Space Bridge protocol. These updates will be more transparent and safe. In Enecuum network, we are adding ownership change ownership methods. This will allow future governance of the Space Bridge. Also, we improved decimals handling and work on transferring token names, and this changes about validator node. Yeah, I think that's all. Maybe more about ENX, but it's like the next
Yeah,
thing.
let's move forward, and the next point is about the Enex. And here we successfully tested the integration of Enex token from a third-party network into the DEX internal mechanics such as station. So there's please a couple of words about it.
Yeah, as you might remember, the initial supply of ENX were made in Ethereum, so we plan to swap this ENX via Space Bridge, and then this transferred ENX will become a utility token of station smart contract of NX DEX. So we tested this transition and enabling station in Bit network. We made ENX in Mumbai test network and bridged it. Now it is called SB ENX, but we are working on changes in validator node to make its name correct, like just ENX. During tests, we found out some user interface issues, so currently station might be disabled, but we will enable it soon. Maybe it is already available. So that's all on ENX now.
Yeah, let's move forward to the next news, and this news is about Trinity 2.0 and where the team is researching and simulating possible attack vector on channeling solution, and with which is the main provider at the moment. So Serge, please tell us why it's so important to research channeling solutions, how it could help us.
Yeah, there are two main reasons. The first one, our development team mostly still into bridge and fixing smart contracts, and research team now may extend our knowledge on current mainstream on-chain randomness solution, Chainlink VRF. So previously we spoke about it, and we wanted to point out their weak spots. So during past weeks, we made more detailed research through their documentation and sources of their software, and so now we can state more firmly that there are indeed there are existing attack vectors, and now we are writing some article describing these attacks, so maybe it will become a separate publication. Maybe we first propose own solution to improve Chainlink VRF approach. So we will see. Yes, and the second idea behind this focus on Ethereum side is from investment perspective, because we want we need to we need more funds for Trinity 2.0 because it is very huge, ambitious project. So we think that Ethereum is having prototype in Ethereum is more can bring a wider audience and can bring more attention than prototype made on Enecuum. So our idea is to improve Chainlink based on Ethereum only smart contracts and maybe off-chain solutions. But the next step will be to say, look, Trinity 2.0 is even better than this Ethereum-based prototype. And indeed, we see weak points that could be protected only by our Trinity 2.0 solution.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your explanation. And let's move to the mobile development. And here we have the extension of 0.5.7, which also support to work with bridge contracts. And also we have some bugs fixed in iOS application. And one more great point that soon we will release the iOS miner, but there are some interesting points. Serge, please tell us about it.
Yeah, also 0.57 greatly improved the background mining stability in Android. Also, we added parsing of new smart contracts, bridge smart contracts, so you can see in data tab on transaction confirmation what is inside the bridge transaction, because in Explorer now you cannot see it as human. It is not human readable, but in PWA in Chrome extension, we already added this human readable format of new bridge smart contracts. So speaking about POA miner, we made research and a series of tests, and now we can say that it is impossible to make background miner on current iOS without some root access like jailbreak. We're not planning such things, but we plan to release foreground only miner, so it will work only with enabled like unlocked screen application, and is foreground. Yes, but interesting part that there is upcoming iOS 17 new version of iOS operating system, and Apple promises that this version will have additional background capabilities for applications. So maybe for future and even the next version will allow us to make a background miner. But we need to see how it will actually work, because on paper it looks promising, but we'll see. That's all.
Thank you, Serge, and let's move to the last but not least news about the full node. So we have an update on the full node and why it's cool news and how it will improve the maybe transparency of the Enecuum. Please tell us.
Yeah, it is very important for every blockchain to have available full node available for general public, so everyone could download own full copy of the blockchain and see all hash links and transactions and blocks and all the things. So we did not updated our full node for quite a long time just because there were no interest in it. So we just cut a bit time for other tasks, not updating, but now there were questions about full node, so we just revised its state, updated README, updated Docker file, how to build Docker image from sources. So now it is possible to make a full node and to run it. Yes, it's maybe interesting for people who want to dig deeper into our protocol. So the people who do not believe in our blockchain nature, so they can see it by themselves. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. And this is the last news we have, and I want to remind that the recording of this episode will be available in a few hours after they stand. So maybe we have some questions, and also I see Mike is here. Mike, maybe you want to tell something to our audience.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for detailed report for the last week, and let's make it again every week with the report, technical report. I think community have to like it. So after 1 month of the silence, we will come back with a live every Friday. So it's a good idea.
Yeah, of course, but I think
because for the last month it was no technical report. So since September, it's a good idea to come back with these reports weekly.
Yeah, thank you. But I think we will move to the Twitter platform with English one. So we will try it next week, I think, with Serge.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks all. Thank you guys, and thank you for all who participate in this live report.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Serge. And have a great weekend. Thank you, all listeners and our community. So bye-bye.
Goodbye.